All right, it's time for our Fantasy Two-A-Days. Our next stop is in Arizona. Let's talk about the Cardinals. Carson Palmer, when he was healthy last year, was actually extremely effective. Do you see him continuing that trend now that he's recovered from his knee injury?
I think he could be a nice draft bargain. This is a guy who averaged 17 fantasy points a game for a quarterback no one was even talking about in 2014. The ACL repair seems to have gone well. He's not having any problems in his rehab. He's had no limitations at all. And he's got great wide receivers, at least a great wide receiving core. You've got Larry Fitzgerald, you've got Michael Floyd, and John Brown, who we all start to love here heading into 2015. So if you draft Palmer late, he could bear fruit.
Would you agree, Adam Wright?
Absolutely. It seemed like only yesterday that he was retired from the Raiders, throwing down Wahoo's fish tacos with me down in San Clemente. And now he is on the verge of being another elite fantasy quarterback. I really like him this year.
Solid name drop. All right, let's talk about Andre Ellington, though. I think he disappointed a lot of fantasy managers last year. A little bit overdrafted, Marcus. We're seeing his draft value slide. Where do you like him this year? What are your projections for him?
Well, I think he's going to hang around probably until the 5th or 6th round, and I think that's I would take that for him. I think the problem last year, obviously, he got banged up. He was not completely healthy all year long, but we know that Bruce Arians wants to have one running back. He wants to have a bell cow back, and it looks like Andre Ellington's going to be the guy. But I would say, don't be afraid to go and maybe get David Johnson a little bit later on in your drafts.
I do like that. And Bruce Arians likes to utilize that one running back. In fact, if you look at his numbers in his last 7 years as either a head coach or an offensive coordinator, he's had one top 20 fantasy running back 5 times. Of course, only one has finished higher than 13th. That was Rashard Mendenhall. You guys all remember Rashard Mendenhall. Ellington, to me, is a borderline RB2 flex, but I don't like to talk about the Cardinals looking to draft to sign a free agent like maybe Chris Johnson. That will scare me a little bit.
How about the aforementioned John Brown? How high are you on John Brown this year?
Listen, I really like him. I'm not high on him where I'm going to draft him in the first 5 rounds.
Okay.
But with Michael Floyd and that weird injury he's had with the dislocated fingers all over the place,
right.
Larry Fitzgerald has really only had one good fantasy season in the last 3, and that was barely in the top 20. I think Brown, with a great rapport going and that dance with Carson Palmer, could really end up shocking a lot of people in terms of the number of fantasy points he scores. He is a guy I'm targeting in the later rounds.
Marcus, John Brown doesn't do the nay-nay or the whip, but can he do a lot of touchdown dances given his small stature?
He can do a few. I mean, I don't think he's going to get to double-digit touchdowns. If that's what you're looking for, he's not your guy. But if you're looking for 5 to 7 touchdowns, I think he can be that guy this season.
Adam Wright?
Co-signed. I'm all about it. Yeah, remember last year we were excited about him going into the season, and then he was playing very well. The only reason his production kind of dropped off because of the quarterback situation.
Yes. All right, that's it for our fantasy preview for the Cardinals. Be sure to sign up for free right now, NFL.com/fantasy.